Got a minute till, well, we'll go ahead and start with our presentation.
We're thankful this time we can come and conduct the town business here. I thank for everybody under the sound of my voice and what they mean in my life. Even through this meeting, we can bring glory and honor to your name. Thank you again for the freedom to come and do this. Amen.
We remain standing, we'll say a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Man, I just, pardon me, but I got to change this.
I know, it confused.
Yeah, it wasn't in the right place. I thought about that.
And I asked that question, I said, they didn't get put back right.
Yeah, the Christian flag.
Yeah, it just, I was pet peeve about that. Yeah. Okay, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Would you please call the roll for us?
Yes. Myrtle,
Here,
Eugene,
Here.
Mayor,
Here.
Brenda. Here. John.
Here.
Steve.
Here.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
All right, thank you very much. If you have a cell phone, please mute or turn it off for the duration of the meeting. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, we do not have minutes or financial reports to review this month. We'll have to do them next month. This could be a very short meeting today. No special committees, no reports of officer, old business. Just wanted to mention that the Christmas party for the children, I think, was very successful. I know that the kids that were here seemed to really enjoy it. And so my appreciation to everybody that worked on that project and put it together. It was a good thing that we did for the kids. So anyway, that's, any other comments about it?
I just loved seeing them smiling faces as when they went out the door.
Yeah, yeah, and they love to see that jolly red man in a red suit. So, and that was a good Santa Claus.
Yeah, it was.
He was one of the better ones I've seen in a long time.
was he the one from Warrior?
I'm not sure where he was from, but he had a very nice Santa suit, and he looked the part.
Oh, okay. Because
And
they say the man in Warrior that does play Santa at different places, that he's really good, so I didn't know.
One in Peyton too, a friend of mine.
Personality makes the
He
same.
looks like Santa Claus.
Well, he was real knowledgeable. John told him that he had been good, and he said, well, that's not what I heard.
I mean, he did a wonderful job, and so did Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
So, but I think that I really do believe the kids enjoyed it, and the parents did seem to very appreciate it very much. So, again, thanks to everybody. And there is a video. I did do a video of it.
Put it on the website.
No, I don't. I'm not going to publish
Okay.
it
Okay.
because I don't want to
Yeah,
exploit the kids.
that's
Right.
right, yeah. Well,
Don't want
you
the
wanna do that.
kids to be
No.
seen.
No, you don't. You're
So, I mean, it's a private video, for those that were involved, don't wanna see it. And something just went off.
Somebody's back it up.
I feel like I was in the basement.
Are we thinking about doing it next year too?
Well, we'll certainly start earlier next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something like September, October. But yeah,
We,
I think we're gonna try to do it. I think the intention is to do it again.
yes, and we do have an account now for funding, right?
Well, it's, the funds are being handled through the town at this point,
Yeah.
but, probably would not be a bad idea, as we start to separate, to keep it separate. The town was just acting as a money holder for this project, because the money was raised outside.
Yeah.
Other than the small donation that the town did make to it, but, I mean, people came through, and so, again, appreciate everybody's effort and hard work they put into it. Well, all right, during our last meeting, we did discuss a little bit about asking Dallas-Sellsville to be the primary fire and rescue provider for the entire town. And from last meeting, there was the general consensus that the council was in agreement to it. I'll give you an opportunity to talk about it if you want to, or
Well,
give an
that's,
opinion.
he came out and talked to us, right?
Mhm.
And I thought we had voted on it.
Well, we had, when he spoke to us about it, he gave us an opportunity to have a meeting without them present to be able to discuss it, which we did last meeting.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, what we will do, I don't have one tonight, but we'll draft a resolution to bring before the council, making a formal request to Dallas-Sellsville Fire and Rescue to become the primary provider for the town of County Line. Yeah.
And us saying, being our sole provider, that's not gonna hold us accountable for any machinery or
Now, that
any
is,
cost.
just asking them to provide the service to us. We'll make sure that it's worded in such that we're not obligating ourselves to any financial support other than what the general dues that the individual homeowner and the property owner pays.
We're adopting a what? A
Resolution.
resolution.
Mhm. Okay.
To cover that matter, okay.
So, we'll try to have that for the next meeting, and where we can bring it forward and take action on it. All right. I had one new item, that we received a letter from the Blount County Commission, and get it out here. Is Blount County Commission would like to request a donation for the support of the Blount County Animal Adoption Center. We ask that you consider a voluntary donation of the same amount we suggested for fiscal year 2017. And our records show that amount to be $516. We consider the ongoing cost of animal control a cooperative effort between the county and the surrounding municipalities. Therefore, your support is genuinely appreciated. Thank you so much for your interest in helping us provide these vital services to the citizens of Wright County. Okay, we'll bring this up before the council and get your opinions. Do you agree, disagree?
Did we give them a donation last year?
I don't think that we have in the past at all. I don't recall ever doing it.
I don't either. I
Yeah,
don't
no.
recall us. Do you, Eugene?
And this
I don't
is
recall it, and I don't
Animal
understand.
control, is
They
that
don't
what
do
you're saying?
anything for it.
That's what I was gonna
You
say.
got
We-
dogs running
We've
through
called
the
and they wouldn't do
community.
nothing
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
They don't even have animal control anymore. I think the police comes out.
This is the Animal Center, Adoption Center. It's outside of Cleveland.
Out there on County Road 1. Yeah, and if you take an animal up there, you normally give them a donation.
Mm.
Because I mean, when we carried those dogs from Green Acres up there, we gave them a donation. And what did they do? Told the man that we had it up there.
And he was back at home the next morning,
Yeah,
but he didn't belong to him the day before
no,
that.
it wasn't his.
Okay.
So we thought we were carrying off a stray.
So I carried the rest of them shopping.
We're so much friends.
I think that's the best control you can have,
Yeah.
especially out where we live.
Okay. Well, brought it to the council's attention, and based on comments, I don't think we're gonna make one.
I make a motion, we don't make a donation.
All right, we have a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion is second. And all in favor is no. No donation.
I got the best animal control you got. You do, don't you, buddy?
I hate to be that way about it, but if it's, policies has changed, I'd be glad to get no help.
Mm-hmm.
Who made that?
I did.
You made the motion, made the motion.
And Steve seconded it.
Okay. The last thing that I have on my agenda tonight is a reminder of the annual Ethics Commission requirement for the Statement of Economic Interest forms to be completed. All members of the council and Brenda have to file this form every year. And this form is going to be filed for the year 2017. So when you go on this site to fill it out, you won't find one for 2018. It'll only be for 2017 and older. So,
Do you have the website? Is there any-
yeah, the website was www.ethics.alabama.gov. So,
Ethics, Alabama, is it just AL?
no, Alabama spelled out, .gov. www.ethics.alabama.gov.
So it's time for them to do that again? Everybody's supposed to do it again?
Yeah, you have to do it every year.
Yeah, I know they did. I just didn't remember.
So you can just go on that website, do it online.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
And the deadline is May the 1st. Any questions about Ethic Commission or the economic, Statement of Economic Interest forms? Okay.
Do you need one too?
Lucy, was you gonna help me fill mine out again?
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Lucy, you gonna take care of mine?
Okay. All right, well, that was,
Oh, done, it ain't gonna get done.
that was all I have on my agenda. Or any council members having any items that need to be brought up?
We never do anything about the building permit.
I did go through and develop a little spreadsheet for Brenda to use, but it still needs to be addressed, and we need to adopt a change in that building. Right now, let's see if I remember correctly, well, remember it. The building permit is based on either the appraisal cost or an estimated square foot cost per square foot. So it's gonna be based on the size of the house and or the estimated cost to build it. And based on that, there's a flat initial $250 fee. And then on top of that, it's $4 per $1,000 of estimated cost. So if
How much per thousand?
$4 per thousand. So just
Is that what it is now or what it used to be?
that's what it is now. That's how it currently is established. So for example, a calculated building cost of $145,000. There's an initial $250 fee, but then the calculated cost to add to that is $580. So that would be $7 or $830. Then you have your electrical permit, which is based on the amperage of the house. Anything over 200 amps is $10 over, but there's $50 initial and then $10 for every 100 amps over that. There's a gas connection fee and a septic tank permit. So for this example, $145,000 calculated cost, building permit would be $905.
Be enough making you wanna move somewhere else.
But that does not even take into account the spigot cost per spigot or per drain or per plug or switch. I mean, that doesn't even start to count all those nickel and dimes, $4 per drain.
Is this is this the normal way they're doing it, like Jefferson County and other places?
They got it from somewhere, but I don't know where.
This is the old one.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that's the old.
Yeah, this is the
That's
old.
not the one you drafted.
No, I have not. I have not drafted
Oh, okay.
or made any adjustments. But this is how. This is just the base cost.
That was because of that.
Yeah, that.
But like I said, this does not include all those nickel and dime
Right.
items.
Yeah, that's it, on top of that.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a permit if you change your faucet out.
Yeah, but before we entertain a change, I wanted to find out what other small communities are doing. I don't care what Birmingham's doing or Jefferson County, or even Warrior, as far as that goes. But places like Hayden, all
Locust
good.
Fork.
Locust Fork, to see what they're doing for building permits, and Model 1 that is similar to
Probably
theirs.
after that,
Well, I think it should just be one flat rate.
Well, I can understand, you need to have a commercial rate,
Yeah.
and you need to have a residential rate. But your residential rates, this even, what should also is included in this is mobile homes. When you move a mobile home in, you're supposed to have a permit to move it, number one. Then you gotta get the permit for the electrical,
and the septic.
and your septic and all that. So, I mean, the residential would have to have certain classifications or based on I think basing on a dollar amount, or the appraisal amount of the house would be a figure that we should use
Yeah.
to base the building permit on.
But if they go out and buy a $5,000 junk mobile home and they move it in,
Well, I mean, that's why we have to have it separate. It
yeah,
has to be calculated separately. And I think there should be a penalty for a home over
well,
the
maybe
10
you
years
should have a
old.
minimum. Yeah, for mobile homes.
But I mean, but that's another
Yeah,
ordinance.
right, okay.
So, in other words, you don't want them to bring in a home that's older than 10 years old?
Well, I mean, that would be an idea. I wouldn't say that it's absolute, but
I would
at
think
least
so.
keeping it a 10-year-old mobile home will keep a lot of undesirable homes out of here.
There's
How is they
a lot of
bring it
here
in?
that are a lot older than 10 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there's been several that have been brought in here that are well over 10 years old.
Well,
again,
I really,
mobile homes is a different ordinance, a different topic.
yeah. But some of the homes that have been brought in are just really ridiculous. I agree with that. Because,
And you can't really, I think the best way would be to limit the age of a mobile home brought in. We can't fix a dollar value on it because, somebody might be able to buy a 5-year-old mobile home for $5,000. I don't know what kind of shape it'd be in, $5,000, but anyway, that's a totally different subject other than building permits. That needs to be an ordinance by itself, and
I thought
we
they
need to
had
do some
one.
lot of research on that one.
Did they not have an ordinance already?
For
For
mobile
mobile
homes?
homes?
No,
Because they had talked about it.
they don't have one. Trafford passed one. I don't know whether they've gotten any lawsuits on it yet or not, but I think theirs was nothing older than 5 years, and most of them wanted the ban to be at 2 years. I mean, they were real strict. Their
You need to
ordinance.
buy one and pay for it in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't move it in if it's older than 2 years old or 5 years old. But I think they finally settled on 5 years.
On a concrete slab too.
Hmm?
Trafford put theirs on a concrete slab.
Yeah, and they brought in to make a permanent fixture, not cinder blocks, but I mean, they had a lot of restrictions. I don't know how that has panned out for them. It's just as restrictive as it was. I'd be real surprised if there's not a lawsuit on it, fighting it. So, I mean, we have to be very mindful of that whenever we do address that. But at this point in time, we're not ready to address it.
Well, basically, most of the trailers that are like that are in the trailer parks.
Is
Well,
it?
Do you know about that or not?
Well, that probably comes down to, I don't know what we can do with that, with the current situation. Since they're here, we can't, we pass ordinances for anything that is brought in or changes made in the future, but would have no effect on what's there now. And I don't think there's any legislation or any ordinance that we could adopt that could force new regulations on existing established homes.
Well, I don't know about that, but there should be something to make the owners of the trailer parks keep their trailer parks up and,
You have to have people to enforce those laws. You can make a resolution, you can pass it, but you've got to have somebody to enforce it.
well,
Right.
Blunt County stays in the trailer
Yeah.
parks all the time, so maybe they could enforce it.
They won't, I've already asked.
No, that's
Don't
it.
even go there.
Well, I
Anyway.
mean, it's been like this forever, so I really don't think that it's gonna do any good to really do anything, because they're not gonna.
They're not
they're
gonna
do
last
it.
forever.
And
Oh, you keep piling plywood on top of the holes, it will.
All of them ain't dead yet, Lucy.
all right, well,
I've got, this is changing the subject, but do you think we could get the road department out here to fill in the potholes on Smith Mill Road? They're getting really bad from like up
Blunt
here,
County's supposed to
all the
have-
way down past the, all
Power
the
plant,
power stuff. I mean, the potholes are getting bigger and bigger. and
They're about a
bigger.
foot deep.
Yeah.
There's one on each end. That's that
Yeah.
way. But don't let them do nothing else in Smith Mill Road. Now, I'm in love with that road. I love that ride in the morning,
which one?
going down Smith Mill Road.
You wake me up, get you ready for work.
Coffee all over them.
I keep it closed till I get to hit Jefferson County line.
But they do really need to take care of those potholes, they're bad.
Okay.
Because to miss them, you have to get on the opposite side of the road and something's coming. You know, you can't get over there, so it's, Smith Mill's really bad.
It's a smooth road.
Well, Blunt County's supposed to be taking care of our
Yeah.
roads, but
Well, I will call
Over tables like
Commissioner and inform him of the condition. I haven't been down Smith Mill in a long time, so.
That was the same thing I was gonna bring up, Merle. Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
Well, I go down Smith Mill quite a bit. And it's just getting worse
Yeah.
and worse and worse.
Is that where you go get your drugs?
Huh?
Is that where you go get your drugs?
Yeah.
well, Marvin, you shouldn't have to go that far on Smith Mill to get your
Well,
drugs.
if I
Just
could
right there
climb
in
the
your front
fences,
door.
I could just go across the pasture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be called a pot.
All right. Well, like I said, that was all I had on my agenda. Does the council have anything else?
Well, the potholes all I have.
Okay.
Well, I make a motion, we go home.
I second it.
Let's wait here from the,
Oh,
Anything from the gallery?
Peanut gallery.
One question, who pays for the dumpsters up at Caroline? The dumpsters
What dumpster?
up at Caroline? They got two,
I guess
Robert, you talking about right there at the intersection?
mm-hmm,
That's
Robert
right.
pays for them.
Robert Clay.
He's the only, as far as I know, he's the only one that uses them.
don't that trailer park out, one that pay for one?
No,
Okay.
that's the issue that somebody needs to address. I was out there the other day at the cemetery. They had mattresses, everything, car seats and everything out there burning at the end of the trailer park. You know, it needs to be, I don't know who'd have to address it, but they had a big fire down at Calvarsville this morning, about 8 o'clock,
Where,
down there on the corner,
at that trailer park.
Just down below the church.
down our way.
A trailer burning or just a fire?
A fire,
They throw their garbage out there in the middle of the trailer park. Everybody,
burn it.
I guess everybody just
Then-
throws it out there in a pile.
Then they go down there, and I know I followed them. And Joan hauls it herself,
Up
from
to-
that trailer park to up here, then they burn it. With mattresses, couches, and everything.
Yeah, back there in the back.
Right in the back here, back at, like, where the cemetery is, the back of the cemetery, you know, back that way, yeah.
Here's Jefferson County,
Is that in Blount County, Buddy, or Jefferson County, back there on the back?
It's in Jefferson.
I think it's gonna be in Jefferson.
I think so too.
Cause one
You
side
talking
of
about
that
the trailer
trailer
park?
park back in there is Jefferson County.
Yeah, you're talking about the one by the church, right?
Yeah, one by the church.
Yeah, the back side of that is in Jefferson County. Well, I don't really know that we can do anything about it.
Call Jefferson County to see if they've got any burn bans going or any restrictions on burning. And
Now Jefferson County has, they have a health department and a building, they have, that, they can inspect buildings, like rental property and stuff like that. They can inspect it and make sure it's safe, sound, and sanitary. Somebody I could talk to, them and come out there and inspect one of those trailers.
I don't know that any of the trailers.
Any of
are in
the trailers
Jefferson
are on
County.
there, on that property? Okay,
I don't know that they're in Jefferson.
okay.
I know there's 2 or 3 because there was kids that went to Jefferson County schools.
So they do that anyway.
Some went to Blount County and
Yeah.
some went to Jefferson County.
They choose their own schools when they want to go to.
okay. Yeah. All I do is call Jefferson County and see what they have to say, if anything. All right, anything else?
Buddy, word of note, I don't know where y'all know it or not, but we got some hunters coming in and, Van had one of his best mules shot the other day.
Do y'all
Gut shot
know
it, huh?
anything about those people that live on our road? That trailer, I think, has been abandoned, that double wide.
Mm-hmm,
Did they leave or?
I don't know. But I talked to Freddie Stockley. Van, I can understand, one of his good mules getting gut shot like that and killed him.
What pasture was the mule in?
I think Freddie said it was one on top of the hill, like where Charles Corder used to live. You know what I'm talking about?
Down Dean's Ferry?
Yeah. But the game one has been called, because they've been night hunting all around us.
Yeah, he posted on Facebook the other day that, about it and had said any information or any responses should be turned into the Blount County Sheriff's Department. So there is an investigation. You're asking about the trailer that's up where
The double wide, that's.
the new one that's up on top of the hill there? I hadn't seen anybody in or out of that place. Now, I saw somebody down at the barn, this past weekend.
That front barn is not on that
No,
property.
no, the back one.
Oh, okay.
Their truck was back down, somebody was back down to it, down there.
Well,
And
see, they left their car and the
With the
windows
window
down
open,
on the
yeah.
car and shoes lined up on the front.
they've been gone now for about a month.
Yeah, I know. I
Hadn't
haven't
been
seen
anybody in
them.
that house for over a month. No, I take
Took
that
their
back.
horses.
They were there too, about 3 weeks ago, on a weekend. There were some folks in there, in the house. Other than that, I hadn't seen anybody.
You know, they had those horses and they're not there anymore, so I guess they took those with them. If they put a lot of money in that place,
It's a lot of money.
go off and leave it.
So buddy, y'all don't have no objection if we call the game warden, keep calling people hunting at night?
Yeah,
Sound like a good idea to
it
me.
sounds like the thing to do, because,
Well, my point is, they got, on some property that joins ours, they got hunting houses, and got them, one of them pointing, if they shoot a deer in that field right there where that little trailer is, you know, I put in, by that my mama's house, yeah, somebody gonna get hurt. I called the lady that is over the land, she kinda let me know that wasn't none of my business what she does with that property. And of course, I told her that was some of my business. If I got bullets in my house or my trailer one,
yeah,
How far away from your house is it?
probably 100 yards.
That's probably close to the limit. There's a limit to how close you can shoot to a residential.
But according to what they're shooting with, is how far it's gonna go.
But 243 will go more than 100 yards.
Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah.
30-06 will go more than 100 yards.
Yeah.
And some of my kin folks have run a mile for and in front of my house, buddy, you know, the hollers over there, I don't know if you've seen it on the map. But he went over today and found a handful of 30-06 cartridges. And he told them boys, he said, don't be back over here again. I ain't gonna tell you what he told them, but it wasn't no nice thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, we gonna keep calling the game warden, 'cause
Yeah.
they ain't got no business hunting at night.
No, nobody's got any business to hunt at night, there's no reason to.
But I think y'all need to know what's going on, because then somebody might call you and ask you about it.
Yeah. I hadn't heard about it. I'm glad you brought it up. All right, we had a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion.
I vote yes.
Eugene made the motion, Steve seconded.
I think Myrtle did. Then you,
And
Myrtle made
Eugene
the-
seconded.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, get it right here in a minute. All right, we have a motion and a second, all in favor? All right, passed unanimously. Thank you very much for coming, this meeting is adjourned.
7:35.